Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Really just depends if you're new here or not. Now, I posted a video a few days ago and it ended up getting a community guideline violation, and YouTube terminated the video. They just did away with it, and I understand because not really, I feel like the video was fine, but I guess I did use a word that was banned from the platform, so it is what it is. But I'm deciding to go about it a different way today because I feel like there's a message there and I don't want the message to be blurred out by the fact that the video was taken down. And I'm not gonna lie, I've had a rocky road with YouTube the past few days, but it's been on and off for weeks at this point. But the past few days have been really interesting, to say the least. Whenever it comes down to trying to post content on YouTube, it's like they're censoring the truth or something, and all my videos have been getting flagged and or removed. But we're back at it again today with energy to do it. So basically, I woke up today and I ended up filming two separate videos. This 3 videos now. I had made one talking, it was a Q&A. Then I did a second one. It was about a kick streamer that I come across here on YouTube who actually isn't that toxic, so feel free to go check that one out. And I also did a video that it isn't uploaded just yet, but it should be up in the next 2 days, and that's going to be about Eugenia Cooney and some really disturbing prank calls that she did, and we're just going to get to that when we get to that video. But in today's video, I want to go over these comments again. Now, in the last video that I had made that got demonetized and removed from YouTube, I was basically reading 2 different people's comments about disturbing things when it comes down to kids watching Eugenia Cooney's content. And if you're not new here, you know I have a lot to say about it whenever it comes down to kids versus Eugenia Cooney, and my opinion, my firm opinion, that her content should be put behind a paywall. Anyways, we're going to be looking at 2 different comments, and this video isn't going to be that long, just solely for the fact that this is kind of going to be like a re-upload to that first video that we did. And in that video, I talked about the Love Eugenia Cooney channel at the beginning of it, talking about the AI content that she's been uploading about Eugenia Cooney. I don't have the clips now because I did away with that video, but it's very disturbing, to say the least. I just don't understand why that content creator is generating all these weird AI videos of Eugenia. And if y'all are interested in that, let me know in the comment section, and in the next video I can dive into that AI content because it's really, it's something else. Anyway, back to today's video topic. I told y'all there are 2 comments that specifically really caught my attention. I see a lot of y'all stories, personal stories, when it comes down to being young and watching Eugenia Cooney content, how it affected you. I see people who say that they struggle with a similar or certain disorder, and her content, it triggers y'all, so I understand that. And I had a lot of really nice conversations with some of y'all, and there's other comments where it's hurtful, and I just don't want to, I don't know how to properly reply to it because it just breaks my heart that y'all had to deal with or go through that, and her content triggers you and that she just don't give a shit about it. You know, it breaks my heart because even she admitted, and this was a video I did prior as well, and it was something about Eugenia admitted that her content triggers people, but she just don't care about it because she admitted, I just don't want to move forward and keep putting out content that's triggering people. But then as soon as that live stream was over, she continued to put out content that harmed people and triggered people. Now, when she made that statement in that TikTok live stream talking about how she wants to do better moving forward with her content, it just so happened to be the live stream where she was addressing her demonetization and age restriction, where she was talking a little bit about it, saying, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. TikTok never gave me a reason, but I don't want to trigger anybody anymore. So they obviously gave her a reason as to why her account was basically restricted. When she wrapped up that live stream, she did say again that she was just going to move better, trying to post content that was acceptable and didn't harm anybody. And this is whenever she went on that religious arc where she would go to church, sit outside, and read a Bible verse from her mom's phone while also referencing something that the pastor had preached about that day. And in my opinion, I had made a video about it as well. She decided to, instead of actually creating better content, weaponize religion to further push her narrative. And again, this is all alleged, this is just my opinion, but we're going to be reading these 2 comments today because she said before how she doesn't care if the kids are watching her, just, you know. And so since she doesn't care that she's putting out content that triggers people and openly admitted that she just doesn't care if kids watch it or not, we're going to be reading these 2 comments because they're absolutely like heartbreaking, you know? Now, somebody had posted on a prior video, and I did this in the last one that got taken down. I ended up clipping out the user's name just to protect their privacy. I just don't want to put them on blast making a video about a comment that they made. Anyway, somebody had commented and said, I have only made it 30 seconds in, but I have an important message. Less than a week ago, my newly 18-year-old niece referenced middle school and early high school. Girls would gather together at lunch and watch EC for motivation to not eat. Like every girl I know does it. She attended 3 different schools in 2 different towns. It was the same in all of those schools. Again, middle school and high school. 3 different schools in 2 different towns, and it was all the same. When schools caught on and broke them up, they would share ED TikToks with each other and talk about how jealous they were of EC's body. That's scary AF. I'm going to be honest on what I say might offend some people, but I'm not an expert and I don't know how to properly go about this without offending somebody. So just hear me out. If you're looking at Eugenia Cooney and you think to yourself, I want to look like that, there's probably an underlying mental issue or some type of body image issue that you may be struggling with. And I highly advise everybody, if they feel that way, to speak to somebody they trust to speak to get proper help or proper guidance to navigate the situation that they're going through. But with that said as well, you should not just be able to open up an app, scroll through it, and come across somebody like Eugenia Cooney's content with the messages that she pushes and the image that she pushes in her content, especially the glamorization of a terrible illness. And ever since she hit 30, she used to try to style her hair, okay? She would try to at least do some curls, do something. Ever since she hit 30, she's been wearing nothing but pigtails, ponytails, pinning up her hair, putting bows in it. And I know she's always done that, but ever since she turned 30, hear me out, she has regressed to no other hairstyle but that. And in my image, and in my opinion, I feel like she's pushing that image to try to stay relevant with children, especially with her vocabulary that she uses in her content, such as the likes and ifs and buts, and that's, she will repeat it, like, and like, yeah, and that's like cool, but like, she's doing it to keep the retention of a child. Because normal adults, if they hear you talking and you say like, but yeah, and if, and but, like, yeah, like, they're going to scroll because you're not keeping their attention. But a child, that's kind of right up the alley for their vocabulary, and they can understand it, and it keeps their attention more than a video like this would, where we're having a real conversation. She's just stuttering around with her words, so. But anyway, my main point that I'm trying to get here, I'm sorry I went off a little bit on a rant. She said it before, she knows kids are watching her content. She even said before and admitted her content triggers people, and she doesn't want to keep making content that triggers people. Also said she doesn't care that kids watch her content, and also don't give a fuck to stop making content that triggers individuals, especially children. And with her plushies in the background and her pigtails and her teddy bear sweater, she is catering to the younger crowd. For legal reasons, this is going to be alleged, even though we all know what it is. Now, somebody else had commented and said, I've been watching Eugenia since I was 12. I'm 21 now, and growing up, I always wanted to look like her and got to the point where I myself and got severe depression because I never felt pretty. I always compared myself to her. Had to go through multiple therapy sessions since I even tried to myself. But now I'm in a much healthier, eating healthier, and I gym 5 times a week. It just breaks my heart to see her still promote this because I know for a fact that there's other young girls who are thinking the same things that I did when I was their age. I get a lot of people who comment on my channel and say, kids don't watch her. You pick apart everything this woman does. She's just ill. Leave her alone. She doesn't know what she's doing. Da da da. Yeah, she does. And whenever this video comes out about her prank calls, y'all are gonna do some flips because it's absolutely bizarre the way that she was talking. To be honest, I know she's bad, but watching that video, I was like, I didn't know she was that bad, you know? And for her to know that she has kids watching her. Y'all, I had somebody before tell me that they were 13 and watched my channel, and I cleaned my shit up for a while. I was trying not to cuss, If I would cuss, I'd say, excuse me, or I'd bleep it or something. I did what I could until I checked my demographics one day, and that 13 to 16 age gap went away, and it was nothing but 18 to 25 and up. Y'all, I have people in their 60s watching my content, so I try not to censor myself as much as I did whenever I did have the younger ones watching. And I said it before, if kids do come across my content, I apologize, but at the same time, at least they get a second opinion that this is not okay, instead of scrolling through TikTok as kids do and seeing her promoting it as healthy and okay. It's just so disturbing to me that she has allowed herself to continue in this downward spiral. And it's one thing to not want help for yourself, but to bring people down with you, to not give a damn about the viewers, your supporters, other people who struggle with this. Y'all remember when Leak Faith reached out to her? Or not necessarily reached out to her, but brought up Eugenia Cooney. And somebody was like, did you see Leak Faith addressing you and talking about you? And Eugenia made a video response to Leak Faith and was like, I'm sorry you're struggling with this, and I'm sorry you are having such a hard time. I hope you get better. And Missy, ma'am, you're struggling with the same shit. The only difference is she was strong enough to admit it and document what it was like on the good days, the bad days, to be open and honest about living with an illness. Then you have Eugenia, who will bring kids onto her page with all her little plushies and her pigtails and the limited vocabulary and tell them, yeah, y'all, it's just born skinny. I'm healthy. I eat chicken sandwiches. Y'all, I'm skinny. That's it. I have nothing wrong with me. But then did that whole documentary with Shane Dawson talking about the disorder. Then backtracked because she didn't want to take accountability and decided to say, oh yeah, it was fake and scripted. If y'all are interested in what I'm talking about, if y'all did not see that documentary and y'all just want a brief rundown of it, feel free to check out my video that I made talking about how Shane Dawson helped Eugenia Cooney lie to 35 million people. Just a little bit off topic real quick. It really frustrates me that Jacqueline Glenn got such a hard time about doing that 5150 with Eugenia. But Shane Dawson got praised for doing that documentary with Eugenia. Guess who helped Shane with that documentary? Katie Morton. Guess who helped Jacqueline Glenn orchestrate that 5150? You ready? Katie Morton. Now, I've talked about on and off past few days about how YouTube holds double standards to its content creators. They'll allow some people to get away with some things while other content creators who do the same damn thing get a slap on the wrist and demonetized or terminated or videos taken down for the same damn thing other people are doing that they're being praised for by YouTube. But viewers had such a double standard when it came down to that documentary versus what Jacqueline Glenn did. Praised Shane Dawson for it when Katie Morton was behind the whole thing. Then Jacqueline Glenn got so much slack for what she did when Katie Morton was behind the whole thing and orchestrated it. Y'all, what's crazy too, I even remember specifically in the beginning of the documentary, it showed Shane kind of consulting to Katie, like, what should I say? What should I do? Like, what shouldn't I say? What do I make sure I don't do to offend her or trigger her? Katie was like, just don't bring up her appearance. She said, don't say she looks healthy. Just avoid certain things like that. But what did Shane do? He sat down about 30 minutes into the video with Eugenia at a picnic table in her backyard, and what did he say? You look healthy. You're glowing. You look great. Right, and nobody talked about that. But God forbid Jacqueline Glenn try to get this woman help. I get that I'm kind of going off topic to what the video was supposed to be about, but this is more so just like an open-ended rant about the content at this point. Anyway, this is going to be a shorter video because, like I said, I had more clips in the first one, the original upload of this. This is my second time attempting to do this because YouTube flagged it for bullshit the first time around. But anyway, people just don't like the truth. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. I'm just tired of people trying to defend her content. And I talked about, what's her name? BJ... It's That Surprise Witness, BJ the Investigator, okay? It's That Surprise Witness TV, where she made a video talking about Eugenia Cooney. And what did she say? Oh, people just want her off the internet because she's frail. Also stated in the same damn video, in the same damn almost breath, that she does her damn best research coming into topics to make sure she's getting all the facts straight And I was thinking to myself, there's no way in hell you looked up Eugenia Cooney, because if you did, you would have seen the issues that people are talking about. It's not about taking away Eugenia's voice or her platform, but it's about putting it behind a paywall. It's about protecting the viewers who view the content whenever you, like I said, should not be able to open an app and just come across somebody flashing. You should not be able to just open an app and see somebody glamorizing an illness. You shouldn't be able to just open an app and see somebody body checking their bones. It's not normal. And it's not accepted on content according to their terms of service and community guidelines. But hey, she's bringing enough revenue for the platform, so they allow it, I guess. I don't know why they do. Then you have people like Little Old Me and some other commentary channels who are bringing awareness to the situation, and we get labeled as a bully while this woman is solely responsible for causing multiple disorders with children and adults alike. I just think it's sick and bizarre. And I'm going to wrap this video up here because if I keep talking, one, I probably already lost half my audience right now with the retention rate because it's just me sitting here ranting. But then two, YouTube's going to end up demonetizing this video, and Lord knows we don't want that. So with that being said, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and just wrap this up. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about anything we discussed in today's video in the comment section down below. And I will catch y'all in the next damn video, which is going to be that prank call.